In the last week or so, Donald Trump had been accused of getting soft on China, whether it was ZTE or the trade framework that was announced by Secretary Mnuchin 10 days ago. And so we've seen a doubling down by the Trump administration to get more hawkish on trade and send a signal to China. Hey, we're willing to put tariffs on our own allies. We better be getting a good deal when these talks start up over the weekend. So I do think that there was some relationship between showing a hawkish view today on trade with the expected outcome of some good trade deal coming out of China next week, and the North Korea nuclear talks the following week.
Well, Dan, so game it out exactly how effective this might be when it comes to the China trade talks. I mean, it's always seemed that if it was basically going to come down to, you know, which leadership of which country had a higher pain threshold, basically to impose on their citizens, that we might not be in a great position.
Sure, and I want to make clear that much of what we're talking about is very low pain threshold, like Secretary Ross said. Most of this is about 0.1% of GDP. It's actually relatively small. But for market participants, Mike, they're very worried about the decision-making process, the uncertainty, and trying to handicap this. And so if you're thinking about it from a pain threshold, does this become a tit for tat, where the Trump administration believes that they're righting a wrong, and then in addition to that, then the other country retaliates, so that means that the U.S. needs to keep retaliating. That is really the high risk situation. I do think it's a low probability situation. And much of what the framework discussed and released by Secretary Mnuchin was consistent with our view, is that you are going to get some intellectual property protections. You are going to get some increase in purchases of natural gas and agriculture products. But it seems that the administration needed a harder flank given the domestic blowback that they've gotten here in the U.S.
So maybe the U.S. does achieve some victories on China, you know, maybe the ones you're kind of pointing to, Dan. But what about with the EU, and what about with Canada and Mexico, especially in terms of NAFTA? Right now, everyone kind of views this as we don't really get what we're getting out of this. But are we kind of missing the bigger picture?
So the greatest risk, Kelly, out of today's announcement is that Canada looks at it and says, we don't want to negotiate on NAFTA anymore. They were clearly at loggerheads. And so if you get a situation like that, the status quo remains. That means the current NAFTA is in place. That sounds great, but then the risk is that Trump issues a notice of withdrawal sometime in September, October, intending to withdraw from NAFTA in 6 months. And that would probably be the greatest trade risk to global financial markets. For the EU, I disagree with Secretary Ross. I think that this is really causing pain when you add up the Iran deal plus this, some other factors that were on top of it, and there are going to be some hard wounds to heal. And I do expect the EU to retaliate, but the EU retaliation will be about $1 billion. This stuff is rounding error compared to the fiscal stimulus we just put in place, which is about $800 billion.